What's going on, everybody? Peter back with another video. Today we're looking at the Heisman hopefuls for the 2024 season. Obviously, we know this is a quarterback award, quarterback friendly, has been for most of the 21st century. Of the last 10 Heisman winners, of course, only 2 were not quarterbacks. That was Alabama running back Derrick Henry in 2015, and of course the blazing fast wide receiver Devontae Smith, also out of Alabama. So it's basically a quarterback award, and that's what it's been for the majority of this century. I'm going to try and predict who will be at the Heisman Trophy ceremony and who will be on that stage. Now, typically there's about 3 Heisman finalists. In some years there's 4, and in a very odd year there's been 5. Knowing that's essentially a quarterback's award these days, there's a couple names that jump off the page and are obvious who might actually get into New York and become a Heisman finalist. One of those names I don't think will be there, though. Quinn Ewers is a quarterback who does not put up wild and gaudy stats. Now, he's a very good quarterback. He's a very experienced quarterback. But I do not think Quinn Ewers will be a Heisman finalist this season, despite leading his team to a very good record and likely a win at Michigan. The first guy I want to talk about is Georgia quarterback Carson Beck. The man had 72% completion percentage last year. That is astronomical and insane for college. It's rare for college QBs to go above 65 or 67%. But to get in the 70s for a full season, that's remarkable. And quite honestly, amazing. Now, obviously, Beck lost a bevy of talent that he gets to throw the ball to. Obviously, the best tight end, one of the best tight end prospects ever to come out of college. Bowers is off to the NFL, of course. And Ladd McConkey, he's gone as well. And so he's got a young trio, not a young trio, but he's got a trio now, Bell, Lovett, and Young, that he'll be throwing the ball to. And Trevor Etienne coming in from Florida, transferring at running back, he's going to take a lot of pressure off Beck in the passing game as he acclimates to this new crew of wide receivers and tight ends that he's going to be throwing the ball to. But I highly expect Carson Beck, he's just a consummate professional. He's calm and a steady presence, and I expect him to lead the Bulldogs well and be in New York and a Heisman finalist come December. The next guy I want to talk about, Dillon Gabriel. Obviously lit up the stat sheet at Oklahoma, over 4,500 yards passing last season, insane amount of touchdowns. And he transfers from an offense that averaged 41 points a game at Oklahoma to 44 points per game in Oregon last season. He comes in with insane wide receivers, an ability to scramble and extend plays with his legs. He's going to be a stat machine this season. Look forward to that matchup on October 12th versus the Buckeyes. It's going to be quite the test to stop his legs. He obviously ran all over Texas's defense last season in the Red River Shootout or Showdown, whatever they call it these days. They keep on changing the names. But I expect Dillon Gabriel to be a Heisman finalist because he is a stat machine, and he will keep producing in a high-powered and high-octane offense out in Eugene. Going to be quite the challenge for the Buckeyes and potentially number 1 defense to try and contain and shut him down as best as they can. I am going to throw a running back in there. Now, this guy made the headlines this offseason for all the wrong reasons. But last year's Doak Walker Award winner, Ollie Gordon out of Oklahoma State, has the opportunity to really continue to pulverize defenses. He's fast, he's strong, he's big. He's a guy that's not to be messed with. And with Oklahoma and Texas off to the SEC, a conference not known for their defense in general, Ollie Gordon could put up some insane stats. And I do play the Utah Utes, who play some spectacularly sound and disciplined defense. They play on September 21st. And so that'll be the first test and really either catapult his Heisman candidacy or kind of destroy it pretty early. But I think Ollie Gordon, since he's not getting suspended, Mike Gundy opted not to suspend him, he's going to have every opportunity to put up some bonker stats in the Big 12, a conference, as I said, not known for its defense. And in most years, there's always a guy that comes out of nowhere, surprises the college football nation, and catapults himself into the Heisman conversation. And so that could be a guy like potentially Drew Allar with a weaker schedule if he takes that next step forward. Maybe that could be Tennessee quarterback. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Amaliva? I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. But he has a potential with his wide receiver crew and the kind of offense they run down there in Knoxville to really explode onto the scene. There will be a fourth guy there, in my opinion, this season. I'm not going to stake my claim and it will be this guy or this guy or this guy. But make no mistake, there will be a guy that jumps out of there into the conversation because there is every year. And injuries play a big role as well. So maybe one of the guys I mentioned will fall off as a result of injuries. We'll see. But that's what's always fun about following the Heisman conversation is surprises. Doesn't always go chalk. Usually the Heisman frontrunner at the beginning of the season doesn't win the Heisman. Now I'll make a video later on who I think actually will win the Heisman. But for now, those are my predictions for who will be in New York for the presentation of this year's Heisman Trophy celebration. Hope you watched this and enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. We'll be back with another one. Don't forget our live streams on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then. Go Bucks and God bless. See you on the next one.